Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from Orchard Park. Oh, he's got room past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024 at quarterback, Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category? You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Fake the handoff, and now it's Allen. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Buffalo.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space.
And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. That's the linebacker, Alex Singleton. He gets in to drop him. It's a loss of 8.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, throw here for Allen. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On 3rd down, it's Josh Allen. He gets this complete to Shakir. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
That's good.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still first down.
From the gun, here is Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense. These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
That is taken in for the touchdown. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Bass is good, and the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
You know, Mike, it's kind of become cliche. You know, these guys come onto the field and we say, hey, you got to defend every blade of grass. They can make every throw, but that's exactly the case anytime this guy's lined up behind center. And the amount of stress that it puts on your pass defense, on your secondary to know, I got to defend sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, no matter where that ball is snapped. That's a tall task, and they're going to have to mix up coverages and be really sound on the back end, or this guy can really kill you.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. A run with Dobbins. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Deion Walker on the tackle. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Third, they need 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 21. Good for a Denver first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He will air this out, looking for Sutton, and he will go all the way. Cortland Sutton, touchdown Denver. A beautiful combination in the air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Now an opening past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Bills offense ready now for their second drive. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. From the gun, it's Allen. At taken in by Shakir. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Allen now on second down. A short pass taken in by Knox. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Paris Evans on the scoreboard. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Tango, 9 chase.
Allen going to give it to Cook. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. A gain there of 11. First down, Buffalo.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Just a little too much east and west there for my liking. I understand what they're trying to do, getting the ball out on the perimeter, but on these early downs, plant your foot and get downhill. Great job by the defense stringing it out, and they're able to force him down for a loss.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. To the middle of the field. Caught by Shakir. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A run up the middle with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. A powerful run just shy of the goal line, but he has picked up the first down. It is 1st and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Allen goes with a pop pass. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Pass's kick is good. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Broncos 7.
Following the touchdown, pass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Mims. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll go play action with Nix. Sending it deep for Waddle. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike, and that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. A gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Broncos.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
Here's Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another 1st down.
Starting to see it back right now, Mike. That's finding his way with this defense. Back-to-back big gains. Have to see, do they just continue to ride the hot hand, or do they start putting the ball in the air?
Play action now. It's Nix. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. And the Bills will take over possession here at the 44.
So in this last possession, Mike, they take the ball away, and they do it from playing cover 3 defense. So what that means is there's 3 deep players. There's 2 corners and a safety. They divide the field into thirds, and everybody else underneath is just looking at the quarterback. Straight zone coverage, played perfectly, leads to a big takeaway.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
To the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On play action, Allen. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down.
And he's lucky this one didn't go back the other way, Mike. He got away with just a bad decision, bad throw, and defensively, you get a chance to steal a possession for your offense. You got to capitalize and make those plays.
Allen on 3rd down. This one complete to Palmer. And it looks like he's going to have a 1st down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that 1st down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got a man. That's DJ Moore. 18 yards on the connection. Good for a Bills first down.
18. That's good for a Bills first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Allen to throw again. He's got it at the 7. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Hook. He'll get this forward. No signal. They're going to mark him down at the 1.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Cook. And he barrels his way into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Bills. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the first half.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Bills 21, Broncos 7.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He's got the tight end, Adam Troutman. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 33 yards.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that outbreaking route was going to be there. All he had to do was wait for his guy to get to the spot and drop the ball right in the bucket near the sideline.
That is caught left side by Waddle. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Now it's Dobbins. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On the bootleg, it's Nix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Big Ed Oliver. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot, buy some extra time for your offensive line, and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Back into the hands of Shakir. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, Buffalo.
10 at the 43-yard line.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Cook. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Cook. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Moore going in motion. On 3rd down, it's Allen. He's looking deep for Shakir. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Ed Oliver in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
On 2nd down, it's Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Troy Franklin, the intended target. 3rd down coming up.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. They needed 15, and that's exactly what they got. It is a 1st down.
15 yards. And the Broncos, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the 1st down anyway.
The RPO, that one is complete. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
A first down throw for Nix. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. They'll give it to Dobbins. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third down, 3 to go. To throw is Nix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
21 yards.
A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Denver first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will score! Game on! J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
The Broncos will
They'll throw. It's Nix. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversions to add on as they come up empty. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Johnson now to return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So, Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Design run here for Allen. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down. Coming up.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 4.
by Jaquan McMillan.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
At the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Broncos 1st down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down, but this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Broncos.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game, and the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll run it with Dobbins out of the pistol. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it.
At the 10-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. He'll try to run for it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Broncos 1st down.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports. After this, here is 1st and goal. With the fullback trying to power it home. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
They'll drop to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have...
It is brought in the end zone. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Denver. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver.
Oh, he can't get rid of it, and he's taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but the execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. To return, here's Ray Davis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start out first down and 10. They'll run with Cook. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
That's into the hands of the fullback. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bills first down.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game.
At the 41-yard line.
It is second and a yard. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to first and 10. Cook, he is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. Get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here comes second down. Play action now, and here's Allen. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their second. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18. Now, a loose football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now, on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown. That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Mims. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Broncos offense, and Bo Nix getting ready to go back to work. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. The catch made there by Sutton. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll stop with 28 seconds to go in the game.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught right side, it's Franklin.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
2nd down, Nix. And the rush gets there. Down he goes. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy.